The Mini Countryman plug-in hybrid seems to do it all. With an official electric range of 25 miles, performance to justify the Cooper S badge on its boot, and all the funky urban cool appeal of the Mini brand in a functional, efficient four-wheel drive family SUV, it's hard to see where it could go wrong.
While the Mini does have the wide-eyed looks and general desirability of the brand, the Cooper SE All-4, as it's rather clumsily known, is actually almost as expensive as the usefully larger Outlander PHEV, and it's more expensive than the Kia Niro PHEV, which offers better electric running. So, can it justify the Cooper S badge on its boot? And can it justify that £32,000 list price?
The Countryman plug-in hybrid has an official pure electric range of 25 miles under new WLTP efficiency tests from its 7.6 kilowatt-hour battery. To charge it up, just plug it in via the port on the front wing. A full charge will take around 3 hours from a domestic 3-pin plug, or a dedicated car charger of 7 kilowatt or more with a Type 2 connection will do the job in just over 2 hours. Charging speed on the Countryman PHEV is capped at 3.7 kilowatts, so 2 hours is the fastest charge you'll ever get in the Mini, regardless of how fast the Type 2 charger is that you plug into.
So there is no rapid 30-minute charge on offer here, and sadly there's no cable storage either.
Although it's worth paying a bit extra to get the hidden underfloor storage area, as, provided you lose the boxy 3-pin cable case, it's a good place to throw the Type 2 and 3-pin cables that the Countryman comes with as standard.
Now, one of the quirkier things about the Mini Countryman plug-in hybrid is that the electric motor is actually on the rear axle. That's what makes this car four-wheel drive. So when you're in pure electric mode, which you access by toggling through the settings down here, it's actually the first ever rear-wheel drive Mini, which is quite cool, no? I think so. However, on the subject of the pure electric mode, there is a big problem here. Our colleagues at Auto Express ran one of these for 6 months, and they found that even on a good day, the most you could get out of the electric battery was about 16 miles, and it's just not good enough, really. I mean, a Niro plug-in hybrid, an Outlander, the Ioniq, all of them are going to do 25 miles or more in real-world use. It's 10 miles difference nearly, and that could be the difference between fuel-free commuting and not. And it's a critical problem, really, with the Mini. But there is something that could make up for that, and that is the way the Countryman drives. Because this thing is really fun. It's got 221 brake, the Countryman plug-in hybrid, and that means it will go from 0 to 62 in under 7 seconds, which is a lot faster than most of its rivals. And not only that, but it has got the, well, I mean, it's a cliche, isn't it, to call it go-kart handling, because it's not, but it does have this real sense of alertness to its handling. It responds very quickly to steering input, and it's got a really nice sort of stoic security to the way it goes around corners. Definitely feels like there is an edge of the enthusiast to the Countryman that there just isn't on any of its rivals. I mean, this thing absolutely knocks the socks off the Outlander and the Niro, never mind the relentlessly boring yet practical Hyundai Ioniq. So, you know, in that respect, it really does offer something that none of its rivals do. Apart from that, it's also a comfortable car. Now, you can get adaptive dampers on the Countryman plug-in hybrid. I don't think you really necessarily need them. The ride is actually good enough just as standard, so save the money and spend it on one of the many other options that you're probably going to be tempted by. The interior of the plug-in hybrid Countryman is much the same as the rest of the Countryman range, and that is no bad thing. You get the characteristic Mini circular display in the centre, and everything else is pretty good. Driving position's nice, you get dials that move up and down with the steering wheel, which makes it really easy to get a comfortable position. And other than that, the only bespoke things for the plug-in hybrid are this yellow start-stop button down here, you get an eDrive button down here, and a few obviously bespoke displays to show you electric range and other useful information, and that's kind of it. But even so, I think the interior is great, and I think it's one of the reasons that people will actually choose this car. However, while you do get the essentials in the Countryman, there's so much stuff that you might want to add which costs extra. Climate control, fog lights, a rear central armrest, even ISOFIX fittings for the front passenger seat cost extra. So you can see the cost of this car creep up towards £40,000, and that makes it very hard to justify.
That is a lot by most standards, but it's particularly painful given the Mini's modest at best practicality. You do get enough rear head and legroom for 2 lanky adults to get comfortable, and the rear seats split and fold in 3 sections, but you can't have the sliding seats as you can in the standard Countryman. The plug-in hybrid also loses a little bit of the boot space to those batteries, so while the boot's fine for ordinary family motoring, bear in mind that it's really no better for carrying capacity than a normal hatchback like the Volkswagen Golf or Ford Focus.
The Mini is a car you buy because you like it. You like the image, you like the way it drives, and you like the way it makes you feel. But unfortunately, that does come at a price, because the Outlander, the Nero, and the Ioniq are all more recommendable based on any objective, practical or financial reasoning. Critically, another disappointment for the Mini is that it misses out on the sub 50 grand per kilometre company car tax band that the others all achieve. It's a big blow to the Mini, actually. Having said all of that, this is the most desirable and the most fun plug-in hybrid at this price band. Maybe objectively doesn't come into it, maybe you just love it, and for that, we can't blame you. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel while you're here. Check us out on our Instagram, Twitter and Facebook, and of course, head to DrivingElectric.com for all of the electric car advice and reviews you could possibly want.